What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bear Down Rick. Welcome to the recap episode of Week 13, alongside my brother Jay, the producer. Hope you guys are enjoying your evening today. Sorry we're a day late. It's my fault. It was my birthday yesterday, but we're here today giving you guys a recap episode. Jay, what's going on?
Chilling, baby, chilling. Hey, let's wish my boy a happy belated birthday. Come on, happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday, brother. Oh, we got drinks of the day. We got drinks of the day.
I don't know if we got
I
drinks
got the wrong graphic up.
Listen, man,
It's a Wednesday.
It is Is it Wednesday? Oh yeah,
It's
Wednesday. It is a Wednesday.
Hump day.
Hump day. I mean, it is. I don't know if it's a drink of choice. It's just a drink of the night.
It's just what we had.
Shit, that's what I had. It's just what you had. I had the tequila and a little bit of cranberry juice. So, tequila and cranberry for the drink of the night, man.
Yeah, I got some leftover gin. With some gin with some what the hell, ginger ale, diet ginger ale. That's my
guy, the healthy guy, man, the gym guy with the diet ginger ale. Look at that. He's got those 40-inch arms over there, ladies and gentlemen. But
so, man, hey, tell me a little about your birthday, man. What'd you do? What'd you get into?
No, we just had a little bit of dinner. Nothing major. Some couple drinks, I had to work in the morning, still got to take care of business. So not too heavy. But 40 is going to be a good year.
40 is going to do that 9 to 5, right? Until the people start donating shit.
Yes. Yes. Until the people start donating and we become rich off of this podcast. I will continue to
please retire me.
Yeah. But it is, I run my own little thing, I don't clock in, but when you're doing your own thing, it's still even more. It's like you still gotta put if you want to survive, you gotta put the work in there. But next year is gonna be a big year. Next year's the big 4-0, ladies and gentlemen. We might be doing a podcast from Mexico. I don't know.
Hey, stay tuned.
We'll see. I don't know. We will see. But
stay tuned.
But how's your week been, man? How's things going?
Hey, man, it's been good, man. I can't complain. Just chugging along. Working, grinding, coming home. Getting ready for the podcast. No, a lot of number crunching during work. Don't tell my boss, but a lot of numbers being crunched. But hey, here we are, man. Here we are. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the show.
Definitely. And before we continue, before we move on, guys, if you guys like Jaden on the show, please leave some likes, some comments below. We're trying to make him give us some feedback. We're trying to make him a regular on here. So let's
give me a yay or nay. Yay or nay.
Yay or nay. Give us a yay or nay on our boy Jaden over there.
All comments appreciated.
But yeah, we're gonna go into the recap again. Guys, here we go again.
We can't even make this shit up. We cannot make this shit up if we try.
No, we can't, man.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Who else out there called Patriots 7.5? Who else out there called Seattle -1? Yeah. On the road, mind you, to the Jets, who they're favored.
Oof.
Well, actually, no. Well, anyways, who else called Jaguars +7.5? I know everybody called the Bengals, and that's where we screwed up. We didn't follow our gut.
Yeah, but let's again. That's why we're called the One Leg Loser Podcast, because I think everybody can relate to us. That this is kind of what happens a lot of the time, guys. But we are going to be giving some winners.
This is not on purpose. I promise you, this is not on purpose. I promise you, it just happens far too often. Trust me, it's not on purpose.
Listen, before we get into that Bengals game, let's just give a quick recap of the game. So I know we had Patriots +7.5 there.
I know we were going back and forth on that game. So and you was really pulling for the Patriots. I'll be honest with you, I didn't see it. I didn't believe it. But hey, you told me what it was.
I figured it was going to be a close. Listen, a lot of people. I see the Patriots. I live in New England, right? So I have to. I deal with a lot of Patriots fans. So you see the games up a lot. You see a lot of people talking about it, and a lot of people here in New England are kind of they have some hope in the sense of, they see the young the young rookie. They feel like they have a solid defense. So they just play hard, man. I think those guys just play hard, and they're just keeping it close, man. What'd you think about that game? Did you catch any of it at all, or?
Yeah, of course. Hey, listen, when I got money on it, I'm definitely watching the game. I promise you that. I I'm gonna start with this. I think Gerard Mero, he might be on the hot seat. He might be.
Ooh,
He
okay.
he says a few comments here and there that I'm pretty sure rub people the wrong way up in Massachusetts. Because they
Comments?
winning.
Comments?
Yeah, a few comments. Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but he made a few comments there that just didn't vibe with a lot of people. But anyways, he does have him playing hard. Maybe he's just not too media savvy. He is an ex football player. He wasn't in the limelight before that. A lot of these, some of these, coaches player coaches, they have time in the media, so they have time to practice and how to become media savvy. I'm not sure if he's there yet, but as far as coaching, he does have him playing hard, like you said. Drake May, it took him long. I think it took him way too long to finally come to that decision. Like, where are you going with Jacoby Brissett? Like, come on, let's be honest.
They try to come in with that formula of, oh, the old guy has to play first. The rookie could sit for a year and a half.
I get it. I get it.
And listen, but not everybody is the Patrick Mahomes, Alex Smith. Not everybody's the Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre's. Like, yes, I get Brady preaches that, hey, the young guy needs to sit, but a lot of times these franchises don't have that luxury, right?
Yeah, but
And
you mentioned Patrick Mahomes. He had Alex Smith, bro. They were winning. They were actually winning with Andy Reid and them boys. And then you mentioned Aaron Rodgers. They were actually winning with Brett Favre.
Yeah.
So like you said, it is luxury, and it's luxury versus when do I start him? Because you don't want to break him too early. You don't want to break his confidence. Like Bryce Young, even though even though the last few weeks he's been playing pretty darn good football.
Pretty good football,
But
man.
I'm pretty sure there was a period in time there where his confidence was shot.
Yeah.
Luckily for the Panthers, he rebounded very well. But
Yeah.
not a lot of rookies rebound that well. They go
No.
into the dumps and they stay there, man. They stay there. Speaking of dumps, I know we're not even talking about this game. It just popped in my mind. Tucker, what is going on with Tucker in Baltimore, the kicker?
Listen, yeah, I
Talking
saw
about
that.
being down in the dumps.
Yeah, man. I listen, Tucker, one of the greatest kickers of all time, right? What I did like about what Harbaugh did, he did show support to his kicker. I mean, he's just like you said, it's going through the dumps. But take me back to the whole situation there with that you were mentioning here about the rookie quarterbacks, right? So not everybody had the luxury, right? So you said that this guy made some comments in the year. I think that's when he was talking about they were soft, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's
Right,
what he
right, right,
said.
right.
Something like that they were talking about
Defenses,
them
yeah.
being soft. So outside of the hot seat, he's got them playing them well. Anything else you're seeing from the rookie quarterback or from that team that, again, anything else, any other insights that you think you
Listen,
could see
man, Drake
there?
May, he's in my division, and I mean he's not Tom Brady, but I can see a little bit there. I can see something developing where if he has the right people behind him, he can develop into. I'm not gonna say special, but something a decent starter in this league that might give me fits
But what are
going
you
down the line.
seeing, Jose? But what are you seeing that makes you feel that
Well,
way? What are you seeing?
he can. First of all, he can run. He got legs. He can. I love quarterbacks that can improvise.
Mm,
Again, I'm gonna go back to a few podcasts. I love my quarterback to stand there in the pocket and deliver the ball
yeah.
as a true quarterback should. But at the same time, the offensive line, everything is not gonna go right. You're gonna have to improvise. You're gonna have to roll out. You have to do this. Blah, blah, think on your feet. And I think he has a little bit of that. Also, he's
Okay.
young, so he's got a little moxie to him. So like I said, I think he could develop into something. Hopefully not. Hopefully they just stay in the bottom and I don't have to worry about them. But
No,
it
you don't
might be
want that,
coming
bro.
this
You
year.
want
It
to you
might be
want to
coming this
compete.
year.
Listen, I don't think
No,
you.
no, 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 no. I don't want to compete. I want to play in the
So you're telling.
NFC when everybody's 6-10 and we're winning division titles every single year. That's what I want, bro.
So you're
I
telling
want to dunk.
the audience that you want the easy road. You want the Miami Dolphins to
I
have
want
the
to
easy road.
win. I want to win.
Damn it.
Whether it's easy, whether it's hard, I want to win. Bro,
I can't.
nobody's gonna put an asterisk next to your Super Bowl. Oh, Dolphins versus Eagles, and then Jalen Hurts couldn't play because he got an illness, God forbid, before the game, and he couldn't play. Nobody's gonna put an asterisk next to it. You
Well, you
might for
got a
1
point
year,
there because you only
but
can
in the
play
books,
who's in front of you. You can only
in the
play who's in
books,
front of you.
you can only play who's in front of you. I
I agree.
can't. I can't hope for all stars on every single team, bro. I'll play who is in front of
So
me.
let me ask you this though. On that topic, let me ask you this question then. Why does the mainstream media, when teams are not playing, they're not playing anybody, why do they always judge these teams? They're like, oh, they haven't played nobody. They haven't played this, they haven't played the top of the division. Why is the mainstream media judging these teams if hey, at the end of the day, they're only playing who's on their schedule?
Because I think they want to see more, or how do I explain? That's a good question, man. That's a good ass question. When you're winning, right, and then you're beating up on all right, take the Dolphins for example, right?
All right.
We cannot beat a good team to save our lives. Plus 500 team, we cannot beat them. So we beat up on the sorry teams. So obviously, when you beat up on the sorry team, let's say you got a 16 schedule, a 17 scheduled team, and you beat up on nothing but sorry teams, and you get to the Super Bowl and you lose. They wanted to see that the entire time. They just want to see what you can do in when the times get tough, when adversity hits. And if you're playing softballs all day, you're not gonna see that from your team.
All right.
But on the contrary, I still want to see softballs. I just want to win, bro.
You want to see
I just wanna
softball because
win,
all
bro.
you do is want to see is wins. But
I
let's
just
stick
want
on that.
as a fan.
Agreed. So let's stick on that topic. Let's flip the coin now to the Colts. So we talked about Drake May, the young quarterback over there in New England. Let's flip that coin and let's talk about that young quarterback, Anthony Richardson in Indianapolis. What did you see from look, they did beat the Patriots 25-24, but we did cover. But what did you see about the young quarterback over there in Indianapolis?
Again, he still got a lot to go. As a quarterback, he has a lot to go.
Yeah.
Now, as an athletic phenom that can throw the ball 80, 90 yards on a rope, yeah, he can do that all day. That's not what the NFL is about. He missed a few throws where it's like 10, 15 yards and he's throwing a bullet. Like, come on, put some touch on it. Put a little touch, put a little air under the ball.
Yeah.
So it's easier on the wide receiver. Not just everything's not a bullet. He reminds me of a young Josh Allen, to be honest with you, bro.
Interesting.
He reminds me of a young Josh Allen. I'm not saying he could become Josh Allen.
No, of course not. I don't think
But
you're
he
saying that. You're
reminds
just
me of a
using that.
young Josh Allen where everything was just boom, 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 bullet, 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 overthrow.
Mm-hmm.
Interception. And then he finally figured it out. Josh Allen did. Finally figured it out. And then shit, look who he's become now. Now he's over here throwing fucking touchdowns, catches to the wide receiver and running behind him. And did you see that play? He's catching him and running.
That was some Mahomes shit, man. That was some Mahomes shit.
I don't even think Mahomes can do that. But like, I'm telling you, Richardson is he reminds me of a young Josh Allen. I'm not sure if he's going to develop into that, but he's got the physical attributes. He's got the goddamn cannon of an arm. We'll see.
Listen, man, it's a very interesting rookie quarterback class. One things that I was watching the analyst Tim Jennings. I don't know if anybody watches him out there, but he does phenomenal work of watching the tape and is kind of giving his 2 cents. He's a former quarterback, and he was talking about Josh Allen and about what he sees, and it's on the footwork he's calling. He says it's the footwork. The footwork that Josh Allen has is he says, it's just great footwork. But again, this rookie quarterback class, let's see what happens. Again, we had the Patriots +7, 7.5. We did cover that game. And that's just a little bit of our thoughts on the Patriots versus the Colts. Let's move on to the crazy game, which is the Seattle Seahawks against the dumpster fire Jets, man. Listen, man, you cannot write a script, ladies and gentlemen, any better than that game. Aaron Rodgers is slinging and dinging, and the fucking the house of cards falls apart. Like, is it just inevitable that this guy is going to be gone? Or what? You just said something. What were you saying?
No, pressure. He 41, bro. Pressure. He's 41, man. I'm not talking about pressure like emotional pressure. I'm just talking about pressure in that pocket. He can escape, man. He ain't the same. I mean, listen, he's never been super mobile, but as a Bears fan, he was able to get out of the pocket. He give you
I know a lot too.
yards.
I know too well.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're saying that he's lost that mobility. It's
done.
Father Time is catching up.
He done. Father Time said, "Come here, boy." He done.
My
He
God.
done, man. Him and he ain't got the same chemistry, that back shoulder shit that he used to have with Adams. It's not there no more. It's clear as day. And I don't know why the hell they're not using Brees Hall. Like, come on, man, protect your old ass quarterback. Just like you got to protect Tua, just like you got to protect Caleb and Joe Burrow, all the superstar quarterbacks. Protect old man Aaron Rodgers. Run the fucking ball.
Ugh.
Like, come on, New York. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I hope they do everything wrong again this week because it's Jets week, and fuck them boys. But you know,
Listen, man, it's like you said, it's just it's deflating over there. Like, you got no coach, you got no GM. The
zero
ownership is
direction.
it's like it's literally the epitome of just trash. It's like, what do you do there? I mean,
Bro, the
eh,
blind is leading the blind over there, bro. They just hired I believe Mike Tannenbaum and
I thought you were
the
gonna say a
guy
Corsi, or the guy to do the search.
to do something GM-ish or something. I'm like, Mike Tannenbaum, who screwed up your whole organization a few years back. You hired him and the GM from the Vikings, who used to be our GM. Oh, god damn it.
I think I know who you're talking about. I forgot the guy's name, but
Well, they're all white. I don't know, whatever, man. It's just like the blind leading the blind. Like, it's ridiculous out there.
listen, if you don't, if you guys want to know what not to do with a franchise, just look at the Jets.
Follow the
Just
Jets. Follow
just
Jets
follow
Twitter. You be all right.
just follow the Jets model, and you guys will be okay. But let's stick on that. Let's stick on that game, man. Look at the grit from Seattle, man. Again, Seattle. A lot of people, it's are they Super Bowl contenders? No, but look at that. They came back. They fought. They fought for their quarterback. They fought for their team. What'd you
Now,
see on that side of the ball?
now, question. Okay, I'm gonna flip it right back on you real quick. Now, do you think Seattle's that good? I mean, they are leading the division, or are the Jets that bad?
That's a great question, Jose. I mean, to me, I think Seattle is going to be one of those teams that are just going to be pesky. They're going to
Mhm.
be one of those teams that might upset somebody, or that might actually upset
What, what,
somebody.
what, what
Either
do you, what do you think they're missing over there? What do you think they're missing over there? I don't think the defense is up to par, but like offensively, do you
Well,
think they're
listen, they
missing
did
something
pick off that
offensively?
pick six that they did take back on Aaron Rodgers. The defense did help out on that game a lot
Well, yeah, for
to
sure.
make
Yeah,
sure they
yeah.
got that win, because
X
without it, they
Jet, by
wouldn't
the
have
way,
got
X
that.
Jet,
Correct?
X Jet.
Yes, X Jet. Funny
Yeah,
enough, right?
funny enough.
Um, Again, listen, is Geno Smith that guy? That's the question, right? Is Geno Smith that guy?
He
It
getting
all
paid
starts with
like
the
that guy.
quarterback. Huh?
He getting paid like he's the guy.
He's definitely get paid like the guy, but is he really the top tier
He ain't the
quarterbacks?
guy.
No,
He ain't the
no.
guy, man.
It's
You
look it.
can't. You
It,
can't.
it,
You can't. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
no, no, no. Go right ahead. Go ahead.
You can't. You can't. You can't be a journeyman for your entire career and all of a sudden get thrusted into a role and all of a sudden you are a franchise quarterback. Like, people are saying Jameis Winston's gonna be a franchise quarterback now. No, he's not, man.
No.
He never was. He's never he never will be. What he will be is an epic backup quarterback. Like, please, Miami, sign him next year. Please, whatever the fuck it is for. Like, we signed backups for $10 million. So give him 2 years, $10 million. Come fucking give us all the speeches in the world, motivate our locker room, and let's get it. Is he gonna be a franchise quarterback that's gonna lead you to the promised land? No, he never has. What makes you think all of a sudden he will? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Listen,
No
man.
way.
I think what people are forgetting, or what I guess my opinion, right? Look at Jared Goff, right? Kid got drafted, went to the Super Bowl,
Nah, but
ended
Golf
up.
got skills, bro. Golf can
But
ball.
he can ball, but listen, but it's a team that's around him. If you put, let me ask you a question.
Of
Your
course,
opinion.
of
If
course.
you put Golf on Seattle, would they still be? Would they be winning the way that they are? In your
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah. They're the same quarterback. Geno Smith and Golf, same quarterback, bro. They're
So
the same quarterback.
okay, so that's what I'm saying. So if you put Geno Smith on that stacked Lions team, can they
Dubs,
make that run?
Dubs,
Dubs.
the same quarterback. Same
So then
quarterback.
I think what the missing piece here for the Seattle Seahawks is just that
Quarterback.
having that amazing talent around them.
Well,
right?
I'm sorry. Yeah, the talent, the talent.
It's a talent
But
around them. You know what I'm saying?
but then I'm pretty
They
sure
got Nick
someone's
and
gonna
Jib. They got Njibba over there, so they got some guys. Or they got some pieces over there,
right.
right?
So I'm pretty sure someone in the comments will, hey, correct me if I'm wrong, but like they do got firepower, bro. They got DK, they got Njigba, the other wide receiver, goddamn Lockett. They got
Lockett. They
Lockett.
got Lockett
They
over
got
there.
Noah at tight end. I mean, I know he's not a, I know he ain't the best, but he's decent.
Yeah.
He can make some plays. And they got Kenneth Walker, and then the backup is Charbonnet. They got some pieces, bro. So
So what's
I mean,
holding them back, in your opinion? What's holding them back?
honestly, I think it's quarterback. Even though
Okay.
I think it's quarterback. I think it's quarterback. So I retract what I said. Gino is steps below golf. He's not as good as golf in my
But
opinion.
can we say
He's not.
this? Can we both agree on this that it's a hell of a comeback for Geno Smith? I mean, just
No, for sure.
resurgence
Listen.
of
Yeah,
coming
for
from
sure.
where? Coming from where? The dumpster fire
Of the Jets. Yeah.
to where
Jets
he is
and yeah.
now. Listen, man, I think anybody would say that that's a hell of a story. But
Nah,
like you said,
props to him. Yeah, for
but
sure.
it's not like you said, they're not going to the Super Bowl. But you asked me originally, what do you think about the Seahawks? I think they're just going to be the pesky. They're going to surprise some people, might upset some
Mhm.
people, pushing some people out the playoffs. I could see that happening. Are they going for the long run? No, but they're definitely going to win the division, and they might make some upset somebody going into the
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah. Not to drag this on, but Pete Carroll, he had that team. To me, I think Pete Carroll is one of the greatest coaches, one of the best coaches we've seen in a long time. Pete
Well, of
Carroll,
course,
old ass Pete Carroll, and I don't watch the Seahawks that closely, to be honest with you. I'm not in their locker room.
nobody does.
I'm not in there. I'm not in their Twitter spaces. To know what their true downfall is. But it might start with the coach. I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard any rumblings, but I just know Pete Carroll had that team rocking. I know he got fired maybe because he's 1,000 years old. That's probably had something to do with it.
Yeah,
But
listen, man, it's just like the same thing like going over there in San Francisco, right? You hear the rumblings of Shanahan maybe might be losing his job. Is he really? I don't think so, but who knows, right? Remember, football is, and it's something that Caleb said today in his presser, not just to bring up Caleb Williams, but he says, I'm starting to realize that, this is a winning league, and you're here one day and you're not the next day, because it's, what are you doing for me now? Are you helping me win? Can you win consistently? If you can't, eventually you're showing the door. And whether you're a coach, whether you're a player, whatever you are, that industry is fucking doggy dog, man. It's cutthroat. If you're not winning, if you can't help the team win.
not all day, bro. Listen, and you brought up the 49ers, man. Like that window is shut down.
It's
Fire
crazy.
sale. I'm telling you, it's done. McCaffrey might retire. He might fuck around retire. He
He
just
might
tore
have to.
he put his PCL. I mean, that's the thing about this guy though, man. He's such an amazing talent, bro. He can, if he would have stayed healthy his entire year, he could have gone down as the best football player in the history. Like that's how good I believe he can be. He's a dual threat. You saw what he was doing to Buffalo in the snow, chopping them up for eight. I think he had 80
100%.
yards in the first half, like
100%.
killing them.
Yeah.
Debo, I don't know where the hell Debo went. Like, is it Purdy's fault? Is it the play
Well,
calling?
Well, listen,
Is it
Debo's also been plagued through injury. I mean, what's that saying in football and the NFL? Your best asset is availability, right?
right, right?
Are you on the grass? Can you play every day? And longevity, I think that's what
Damn.
it is. I mean, like you said, CMC could have been come down as one of the greatest players of all time, but is injuries gonna hinder that? Debo Samuel's always getting hurt, so it's definitely crazy over there right now.
Yeah,
Are they
yeah.
selling?
They should be. They should be. I mean, Bosa injured now. I mean, bro, they're not getting any younger. I mean, they're not old either. Like, but Trent Williams is out. Their left tackle. Like,
Yeah.
and prayers out to him, man. He just lost his twin babies, bro. Like, I just seen that shit
Wow.
the other day. So prayers out to him and his
Oof.
family. That was wild when I read that. But it just seems like maybe it's just a bad year for them. I don't know, because everything's been hitting them left and right. It's just one of those years, right, where you just hit, right? Could be
Yeah,
that.
listen, man, injuries, people don't realize how important. I know it's the next man up mentality, and great teams figure a way to win with missing players, but when you're getting bullets hit at you like that left and right, man, it's definitely it takes a toll on you mentally.
Facts,
And like you
facts.
said, man, just like how do you rebound from that? How do you persevere through that? So listen, man, a great conversation. Let's move on to the next leg, which is again another again back to that comment that we were just talking about. Like you're here one moment, you're not. Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars
Motherfucker
at
almost got murdered,
Texans.
bro.
Tell me
3 years
what were your initial thoughts about that, Jose, when you saw that, or
about the hit.
when you saw it? Yes, the hit.
About
Let's
the hit.
talk about that. Yes.
The hit. Oh,
Yeah.
that was immediate concussion. Immediate concussion. I saw Tua lying down on the floor.
Jeez.
Go back and look at it. You see his left arm go straight out, and then you see his right arm like bend, like sort of like this, like immediately.
Mhm.
Immediately. That's the same thing that happened to Tua. Now I know that's his first one versus Tua's ninth or 10th or 11th or 100th. It's a difference, right? But
Yeah.
it was the same exact thing, and I felt terrible for the guy.
My God.
And then what hurt me the most was like this guy, this dude, I was here,
Shazier, right? Yeah.
Shazier, like now he wants to fight. He's taunting instead of just being humbled and apologizing or whatever. I know it's a heat of the moment. I know these plays are bang bang, but come on, man, you have to know this guy's gonna slide. You have to know, right?
Yeah.
But that
Well,
leads me. But that leads me to another point, right? Where the NFL has to do something about this. This is now an NFL problem because when Patrick Mahomes fakes the slide, right? Josh Allen fakes the slide, and
good
these
point.
motherfuckers get a first down or
Yeah.
10 yards or 20 or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
Then you're calling the defense soft, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
That's a great
So,
point. And I was going to bring up that point because you are right. I mean, he did look like he was sliding, but like you said, he could have just been juking and just kept going, right?
right. So
But
then the entire Jacksonville is going to come down on Al Shahir's head. Why
yeah,
the hell you hit it? Blah blah blah.
yeah.
You can't have it both ways, guys. You can't have it both ways.
You know what? I asked this question, right? And just to kind of add a little footnote here, um, you know, he's on injured reserve. It looks like he's done for the year. Um, he's going to be out he's not coming back after that hit. But anyways, I did want to ask you this question. Um, you see the football of the 70s, the 80s. You saw the freaking hits. These guys were sumo plexing each other. Like, what do you think is like? Yes, it was a brutal hit. I completely agree, but that was the norm back in the 70s and 80s. Like, what do you think? What is your opinion, Jose? What do you think is
The
the
NFL
difference?
is soft as a whole. The
Is it the
NFL is soft
is it
as a
the
whole. What happened to the tour days? What happened to the tour days? Pads on, week one. Let's get it. Let's get it popping. That's what they used to do back in the days, right?
yeah.
Now, pads on Wednesdays and don't hit him because he has the red jersey and be careful and this. That's why, bro. Ocho says it all the time. You play like you practice like a pansy. You gonna play like a pansy. Simple as that. And you getting hurt out here,
So what I hear
bro.
you saying is that since you're not conditioning these players to be brutally hit,
Yes,
and you're
be
putting them
more,
in
be more.
bubbles,
Yeah, tell
you're
my
putting them in
words in a more
bubbles.
elegant way.
Well, yeah. Listen, that's
It's basically what it is. It's basically
I
what it is.
want the people to understand what we're saying here, right? So it sounds
Yeah,
like
for
you're saying
sure.
that you're putting them in a bubble and you're expecting them to go out there and play this massively violent sport and not get hurt the way that they are. But
The
then the
body's
question
not.
then
They're not.
becomes,
The body's not ready.
hmm, so then what's this whole thing? I guess is where does that balance land, right? Where it's like they're trying to protect the players from the CTA shit that's out there, but also preparing them. How do you get that balance? Like, how do you do that though? Or is it just something like where you just have to say, if I'm gonna play NFL football, I know the risk that I'm having, and this is what I'm gonna do, and that's it.
Check.
That's it.
That's it.
You
That's
want to
it.
play the sport? This is the risk that you're gonna have.
It's the risk that you're gonna take.
Oof, that's
Listen, for as fake as WWE is, or is it F? No, it's F. It's E now, right?
both WWEF, whatever you
For,
want to call it. Yeah,
for as fake as that sport is, right? The likelihood of getting injured in that sport is very, very, very high.
Mm.
and I'm pretty sure they sign off on it. They know the risks and they take the risks. You know, and then there's been some injuries in that sport.
Oh, deaths,
You know,
even
there's
deaths.
been deaths. There's been deaths. So let's not play around. Like, listen, man, this is one of the most violent sports on the planet. It might be the most violent. You know, but you grow up loving it. Every kid wants to grow up playing it. And when you're a kid, it's up to the parents to uh to present the risks and the cons of the sport. If the kid wants to keep going, you know, that's up to the parent to weigh it out. But it gets to a certain once it gets to a certain age, it's up to the kid to decide whether I want to keep playing this or not.
Yeah.
You know, and then if you want to keep playing, it's part of the game. You're gonna
Wow.
tear an ACL. You're gonna pop a shoulder out. These are grown ass men going 1,000 miles an hour, trying to take your head off.
Yeah.
Al Shazir said it. I'm trying to hit you as hard as I possibly can without killing you.
Let me
And I'm
bring
all
this.
for it, bro.
Let me bring this point in. Do you also think that the way that, just how as the athlete has evolved, they're stronger, faster, bigger before the, if you look at a guy from the 1960s and you compare him to a DJ Metcalf, it's like men against boys in the sense of like,
Right.
right.
No, facts,
So do
facts,
you
facts,
also
facts.
think the evolution of the athlete and the sheer power that these athletes are having also plays a role into that? Do you think that also
Thousand
plays a role?
percent, bro. The nutrition, the workout equipment, the how to take care of your body, what to do, what not to do, all that plays a role, man.
Mhm.
And we are fucking Goliaths out there, man. Like, bro, you put me, I'm 6'3", man, 280. Put me against a dude in the 70s, man. I'm knocking him out. I'm
Eh.
knocking him out, man. You know, but
Hey, hey, listen.
nowadays I'm considered small. You know, I might be considered small.
Oh shit, man!
You
If
know,
you're
in the
small, then
NFL.
I'm Santa's
So
elf. But anyways, listen. Hey, listen. If we got any follows out there that are 60 plus, leave a comment for Jose calling you. He would have ran your ass over back in
I'm
the day.
knocking
But
your ass out, bro. Let me know. We
uh,
could do Alabama drill, bro. You done.
listen, we don't want Jose to be doing that. We don't want him.
I got two bad knees, man. I can't be
Yes,
fucking with you.
listen, guys. I don't want
I'll
Jose
put
out
a
there
form
running
on your
routes
ass,
on New
though.
Year's Eve. I don't want him running routes out there New
Yes,
Year's Eve.
guy. Yeah, we're done with that. We're done
We
with
don't
that.
want that anymore.
Let's
But
move on.
okay,
All right. Anyways, so we called that one. We called 7.5. I
yeah.
don't think Houston. I don't. Obviously, we agree that we don't think Houston is playing that hot.
Hey, they found a
You
way to
know,
win. They did find a way to win,
they
right?
did find a way to win, but Stroud is not looking hot. You know, he's got the sophomore slump going on. That's why it's a thing. I didn't make that up. It's been around. Um, so yeah, we called that one. That was pretty simple.
Yeah.
Bengals, you know, shit. I
Listen,
just
man.
come on. I
What can we
mean,
say?
I don't even know what to
400
say.
yards. We're
Career
talking about washed up old quarterbacks.
career year. I mean, career game. Like what?
Then
Of course he
Russell
doesn't.
Wilson
Of course he has a
rejuvenated
career
himself.
game. Of course he has a career game when we bet against him. Of course. I mean, shit. Why not? Fucking guy.
Russell Wilson, man. Listen, coming in there, the Steelers they're looking pretty legit, man. If that offense could continue to keep, producing, that defense is what it is. Can they be a contender in the AFC up against the mighty Chiefs?
I
Can
mean,
this be one of those years?
yo, I saw it could be well be, man. But I saw a post today of Mike Tomlin, right? I don't know if you remember in the game with Pickens, he had that personal foul for doing like a shooting motion, and he got
Mhm.
a penalty. He pulled him aside immediately, and he just talked to him like it looked like it was like father and son conversation.
Yes.
And then it lasted about 30 seconds, maybe 40 seconds. And then at the end, like Pickens was like, "Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir." Bro, the respect that
The
this man
command.
has that he commands and they give him is insane, bro. Like that is a coach. That is a true coach, man. Mike Tomlin,
Hats
he's
off
going
to you,
down as
sir.
one of the best. He's
Hats
going
off
down
to
as
you.
one of the best. Incredible.
Listen, like you said, man, we were talking about that, right? We don't. They throw out this word very loosely, right? Leaders of men. Leaders of men. What the fuck does that even mean? If you
That's the
want to see
leader.
what that means, go watch Mike Tomlin. Go watch Bill Belichick. Go watch Pete Carroll. Even in that sense, right? I mean, I know there's some players that have came out against Pete and like a Marshawn Lynch and so forth. But nevertheless, I mean, these are
But
guys
yeah,
that
but Marshawn's just salty because they didn't run it on the one, which
well
I
that
understand. I
yeah
understand. I understand. I
yeah.
understand.
But again, going back to the leaders of men, if you want to see what that example looks like, that's what it is, man. It's funny you mentioned that. Not to bring up the Dolphins too much here, but I just saw a meme today where they had Don Shula out in the fucking cold, looking amazing, and then they have a split screen with your boy McDaniel's looking like
Shipping.
he looked like he's about to fall apart with his nose all blue and shit, like if he can't even handle it. And Shula looked amazing in that cold, man. He looked like he was in his place. Talk to me
Listen,
about that.
bro. There's been quite a few rumors coming out, right? They're like I wouldn't say rumors, but like murmurs, right? Little murmurs, right?
Mm.
From this tweet, from that tweet, from this tweet. I don't know how much of it is true, but I've kind of called this from the beginning, right? I don't want to toot my own horn, but whatever, right? Mike McDaniels, day one that I saw him, he's South Beach, bro. The man is South Beach now.
Well, he
All the
went from
rumors that are
Silicon Valley. Hold on. He went from Silicon Valley in San Francisco to South Beach.
bro,
Because remember, when he
yeah,
came in there, he had the glasses. He looked like he was from San Francisco
yo,
and working IT.
South Beach can change you, bro. South Beach can change a man.
Oh,
And
it
listen,
definitely looks like it has.
it has. I'm telling you, I'm not sitting here saying he's not putting in the work. I'm not saying he's working late hours. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying the murmurs. I'm not saying this. The murmurs that I hear on Twitter. I mean, obviously, you take Twitter with a grain of salt, right? But like
100%.
a lot of this shit, when there's a spark becomes a flame sometimes, and that flame becomes a fucking fire, and then all of a sudden
Do you feel
everything
like the
comes out,
locker
right?
room? Do you feel like the locker room might be again how we just mentioned how he holds that command like the Mike Tomlins, like when he speaks, they
Rick,
listen.
I told you he lost the locker room. What when we lost to Tennessee? There's a video out there of me telling you that.
Yeah,
You remember that?
yeah.
Remember, bro? He lost. I truly believe that locker room is lost. He got lucky that we went on a little run, right?
Well,
And now we're gonna go.
winning solves all
Winning solves everything.
problems.
No,
But
winning covers everything. It does. It
yeah,
truly does. And
mm,
now we're gonna go. I'm expecting us to go on another run, right?
yeah.
So then it might save his ass. But at the end of the day,
But as a Dolphins
December
fan, is that
4th,
what you want though?
at
You
the
know,
end of the day, December 4th, 2024, Mike McDaniels, I don't want Mike McDaniels as a coach. I don't want him as a coach. He cannot coach.
mm.
He cannot coach when it comes to the crucial games. I told you this last year. When it comes to the big boys, when the bright lights come on and you got to put your big boy pants on, he's nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Now, if you want to find a coach on 1 o'clock when other 14 games are going on and nobody's watching you besides Dolphins fans and the opposing team, then he got all the plays. Then he got everything going. Imagine what he does in the Super. If we ever get to the Super Bowl, what he gonna do then? Well, that means he wants some good big games. But
Well, he has won some big games, but it just again, it mirrors to what's going on in Chicago, right? Where this coach just wasn't the leader of men. He had to have been fired. He had to go. There was just no. I don't know if you heard or if you read or anything like that. Um, our number one corner, Jalen Johnson, I mean, again, I've heard that players have had outbursts before, but he literally, when the coach was giving his speech of, "Hey guys, we tried, we just got to," he literally blew up and said, "We this is not it. We're not winning here."
yeah.
And does it need to get to that point where the higher, Mike Greer, where the GM and the owner say, "Hey, listen, it's time for McDaniels to go. Like this is not going to
Well, it's
work."
on Chris Greer. It's on Chris Greer because
Okay.
unfortunately, we don't have no. Listen, I'm not gonna say unfortunately. We have an owner. I'm gonna tell you them. I'm gonna put
So
it this way.
Ross is the owner of the
We
Dolphins,
have an
right?
owner. Yeah, we have an owner. We have an owner who is a real estate mogul, right? That's where he made his billions at. He made money that's where he made his billions in real estate. He decided one day he woke up, the Dolphins were for sale. He's got so much goddamn money. he's
He was
gonna
like,
go
hey,
buy he's gonna buy the Bill. I mean the Bills, the Dolphins, right? So that's what he decided to do one day. Listen, I cannot fault this man for this guy. Chris Greer walks into his office. I need $1 billion. Boom, done. He gets me every single player that I can possibly want and need. Everything I can want. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, Mike Tua, bro. The list goes on. It's crazy, right?
mm-hmm.
Chris Greer's only fault right now is that he chose the wrong coach. He chose the wrong coach.
And that's crazy,
We
right?
need
It sucks.
someone to come in here and toughen these motherfuckers up. We need
Well, let me
somebody
ask. Listen,
strong.
I don't mean to play the devil's advocate, but talk to me about Flores. Flores is
Well,
supposedly
Flores
was
was
he
just
just
a hater.
toxic? Oh, okay. So Flores was the
Flores
hater.
just hated Tua. Flores said, "I didn't pick Tua, so I don't want Tua. I hate Tua." But if you go back to Flores and Tua's tenure together, the only games or most of the games that he won were only with Tua. Like Tua saved his ass for like those few years.
Okay,
If not, he would have been gone.
gotcha.
Brian Flores' only problem was he was a Bill Belichick wannabe. He wasn't Brian Flores. He said, I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna coach like Brian Flores. I mean, like Bill Belichick did, and that's what's gonna happen. Blah blah blah. Drop and give me 10. Like, no, like, bro, come on, man. But we're football players, and you're the coach, but we're also fucking grown men. Like, don't disrespect me.
Gotcha.
You can coach me hard.
So it sounds like you just want someone to be coached, not to be told what to do like little kids.
Right. You can coach me. Listen, you can coach me hard.
Yeah.
You can make me run laps when I screw up. You can bench me when I fuck up. You can do as a coach, but don't degrade me. And that's what Tua felt. Tua felt degraded. Now, a lot of people might say, "Oh, he's soft for that." Maybe not. But we all have different personalities, right? And as a coach, you have to know how to tap in every single player's different personalities and make that shit work for one. If Tua's soft, talk to him like he's soft. If Tyreek is hard as fuck, talk to him like he's hard as fuck. But at the end of the day, Tua and Tyreek got to be one. And that goes for the other 53 men on the roster. And he couldn't do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you hear from Jay, the producer. Listen.
Why you get me started, Ray? Why you get me started?
No, it's not getting you started. Listen, these are good insights. You know, we wanna give people good information and good insight. And this is, I think, good insight into what the Dolphins locker room going through. And I mean, let's see what happens. Let's see when you guys play the big games. You know, you got some games coming up, and
you're gonna fucking fold. That's what's gonna happen.
Let's see what happens. So, talk to me about what's next on the slate here, Jose. I know this is a kind of our recap show.
It's longer than usual, but hey, I'm loving it.
Listen, man. Listen, we're having great conversation.
So for sure. So we lost the ticket. I'm sorry, guys. We'll be back in the lab. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it right. I promise you that. We lost that one leg, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there would have been on the same boat with Bengals at home -2.5 against Pittsburgh. You know, but hey, it is what it is. So moving on to Jaden's anytime touchdowns. He went 3 for 6. So, not that good, but not that good. 50-50, but in the grand scheme of things, anytime touchdown, that's a very hard ticket to hit. That's a very hard ticket to hit. So he went 3 for 6. He told me, I talked to him backstage. He told me he's gonna do better. So tune in Friday. He's gonna give you some fire. So yeah. So that's week 13. Let's move on to Monday Night Football real quick. We're gonna breeze through that.
Just quick recap.
Yeah, quick recap. So we all know. If you guys tune in to Twitter and TikTok and even YouTube, I post these bets, these slips. Again, guys,
listen, let us know, man. If you're liking the clips, if you're liking everything, which I hope you are. Jose will continue to keep posting them. He loves doing that stuff.
Bro, look at these tickets, man. I called the first ticket, Williams anytime, Chubb anytime, Sutton, one leg again, insane. And then the juicy one on the right, Denver money line. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have chosen Denver money line under 51.5. Come on, bro. The total was 42. 42, Rick. I put that shit up to 51.
We went all the way. Oof.
Who the fuck would have thought? We want some Fat Joe shit all the way up. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, bro? And then look, I hate you. I hate the Njoku, the Bo Nix, the Sutton over yards. Judy fucking killed the yard. He went for 240. But again, I wish this was fake, bro. I
It's
wish it
just we
was
can't
fake.
make this stuff up.
I
We
wish it
can't
was
make
a
it up.
gimmick for the one leg loser pocket. No, it's not a gimmick, bro. It's not, guys. It's not a gimmick. We trying out here, and trust me, I know we're on a little slump right now, but hey, stick with us. Stick with us. We we,
Stick
we
to it.
got it. We
We
got the juice.
also
We got the juice.
we may have some other stuff coming along the pike after the NFL season. So
Oh no, for sure,
stay
for sure.
tuned.
And also, guys, the number one spot to, if you don't hear the locks or the picks or anything on here, definitely check out my TikTok, our TikTok, One Leg Loser Podcast on TikTok. That's where I post all the time. Random plays, live plays. I might even post a little NBA for you guys who like NBA. I'm not too too savvy, but I do crunch some numbers. I do crunch numbers, and I put a little NBA here and there. So that's where you can catch us on TikTok.
So hell of a Monday night ticket. Are we
Yeah,
giving them
shit.
something? Dun, 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 dun. Man, this is gonna be one hell of a game, ladies and gentlemen.
Showdown in Motown.
This is showdown of the NFC North, guy. This is the cream of the crop. Listen, Packers are coming in hot. Lions. What can you say? Um, it's. I'm gonna be watching, even though I'm the ops, but I'm gonna be watching this game.
You're also
Very,
on
very.
both sides.
Listen, I'm an ops on both sides, but I will tell you this, man.
All
Listen.
right, tell me who you hate just a little bit more.
Oh well, listen. I was gonna get into that again.
Okay,
Remember,
okay,
we're
okay.
from the Midwest. I mean, Midwest people are generally nice people. When we do hit our bucket list and we go to Green Bay, you're gonna see that the people are they're really nice people. So again, it's the people are great. Again, if you want me to answer that question directly, who do I hate a little bit more or more? It has to be the Green Bay Packers, man. Listen, we've been getting
It gotta
beat
be the
up by these
Packers.
guys. Listen, we've had between Favre, Aaron Rodgers. Now we have potentially Love. It's just been it's been deflating for the fucking for all my life. Now the Lions, remember there was always that quote, the losable Lions, because they always found a way to lose. They always
Yeah,
found a
yeah,
way to
yeah,
lose.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
now the Lions they're kind of the top of they're the top of the food chain right now. You know what I'm
What if
saying?
what
They're
if
the
the
one.
Lions fuck around and win the Super Bowl? How you gonna feel about that?
I wouldn't feel
Or,
bad,
or, or the
honestly.
Packers? I don't know. Or the Packers?
No, Packers. No, Packers. If
No,
Packers win the
you don't
fucking
want to
Super
see that at
Bowl,
all.
no, hell no. I listen. Any Bears fan will tell you that, again. I don't know. I'm speaking for myself, but I think I can speak for most of the Bears fans. If the Lions win the Super Bowl, again, it's not going to be. Well, again, we're not going to love it, but we're not going to hate it. Now,
It's
if the
okay. It's
Packers win the
okay.
Super Bowl,
It's okay. It's the
it's
first one in
okay. Listen,
history, bro.
man.
It's
Hey, bro,
okay.
you guys, bro, they again, that franchise has
They
been,
they suffered for way too long.
dude. It's like inevitably you had to have fucking become something, because all the fucking losing years, all the first round picks, like, dude, you had to have figured out at some fucking point
Yes.
in 100 years or
Well,
whatever
you
the
would
fuck.
think that. You would think that, but they still haven't. They're on the
Well, yeah,
verge. They're on the verge.
they're on the verge
But
again,
they
but
haven't though. They
anything is
haven't done
possible,
it.
right?
Yeah,
Anything is
but they haven't
possible.
done it.
They yeah. But again, if anybody, if out of the two were to win the Super Bowl, again, kudos to the Lions if they win the Super Bowl. Just don't fucking go ahead and get big headed like the Packers and think you're the shit of everything. But I digress a little bit on that. But yes, we will
Who
be
you got in this
watching that.
game, man? Who you got in this game?
Honestly, listen, man. Listen, the Lions have been on a roll. They definitely have been on the roll. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Again, am I seeing an upset here? Am I seeing Aaron? Can I see the Packers go in there and upset? Do I want to see that? No, but can I see that happening?
I'm
I
thinking.
could
I'm
see it.
thinking. I'm thinking Packers gonna win. Go in there and upset them, bro. I think they're going to
Okay.
Force Field. I think they're going to Force Field and upset them. I don't
Okay.
know.
So it looks like we've been having the same. We have the same thought here. So
I'm
we.
thinking they go in there and upset them. I was gonna add it to the ticket, but I'm a little. We went we went a different route this week. There's no winners and losers as far as we didn't pick a game winner.
Mhm.
But if I had to choose a side, I think Packers go in there and upset the Lions.
Now,
Listen,
would you
man,
go Packers money line or would you go Packers with points if you had to choose?
I will take the points. I will take the points.
Okay.
I would take the safer route, a little bit safer route.
Okay.
I will take the points. Yeah, I will take the points. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because you
fine.
just never
That's
know,
fine.
right?
You just never know, man. And 3.5, that's a nice number. I can see this game ending 27-24, 28-31 by 3, either way. And
Yeah, I
then the
think this is
half
gonna come down to the wire. This one might come
yeah,
down to the fourth quarter,
that's
a
what I'm saying.
play here, a bing bang play there,
And then the half a point gets us the win. You know what I'm saying? I'll always love the 3.5s. I love the 7.5s, the 6.5s. I love those numbers. The two and
but
a halves. I love those numbers.
you like those numbers? Can you go a little bit elaborate on that? What do you like about those numbers, Jose?
Well, because 3.5, right? Again, I'm assuming I'm not going for the Packers, but I'm leaning Packers. So obviously, if Detroit wins by 3, we cover 3.5. You see what I'm saying?
You get that
So and
buffer.
then yeah, we got that little that half point, that buffer where we might have chose the wrong side, but we won by the points, right? And 2.5, that's another number I like. I like 2.5 as a favorite, right? Because usually a lot of football games come down. There's key numbers in football. There's 3, there's 6, and I believe I want to say 10, right? So these are key numbers, right? These are, if you look back in history of the game, they always, not always, but for the most part, they end on these numbers: 3, 6, and 10. So if you can get 2.5, if you kick a field goal, boom, that's 3, you covered,
Yeah.
right? So if it's 6.5, boom, you win by a touchdown, you covered. Or if you're on the flip side, if the game is 7, you push it to 7, you buy that half point to 7.5, boom, you lose by 7, boom, but you still covered by the
Because you got
5
that half a point
because
buffer.
you got to have a point. Same thing goes for the 10. If I see a line more than 10, I like to go underdog on that because I can just push the line a little bit further. Listen, what's the NFL based on? Not poverty. Jesus, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyways, it's like the NFL. Listen, any given Sunday. That's what the NFL is based on. Any given Sunday. So if
Upset.
upsets any given Sunday. So like look at a few weeks back, right, where the Panthers went into Kansas City. They were 13.5 point underdogs, and if you would took that 13, you would have won the bet. Yes, Panthers lost because Kansas City Chiefs are a bunch of cheaters. Um,
Well, let's
I
not go.
mean,
So you're saying if the public would have took the Panthers plus 13.5, right?
right, of course.
They would have
I mean,
covered because they would have won.
it's a very scary bet because the Panthers, the lonely Panthers, versus the Super Bowl champions, right? Patrick
Mm,
Mahomes. But listen, it's not about that. It's any given Sunday. Last Sunday had nothing to do with this Sunday, and this Sunday has nothing to do with next Sunday. It's it's a Sunday, any given Sunday. Now you take the points, and if you're feeling a little cocky, you're feeling a little froggy, take the money line. Which listen, sometimes I do, of course.
yeah.
Um, but like I said again, those key numbers. But I digress. I'll take the Packers my plus 3.5 because that's the key number for me, the 3.5.
The
And
three and a half.
if it was at 3, I suggest you guys buy the half point. It's only going to cost you about 50 cents to a dollar or a dollar to not much to buy it, depending on how much you're wagering and all that good stuff. But
Makes sense.
it's always smart to buy points here or there. Yeah.
Listen, good information from Jada, producer over there, talking about his strategy and what we look at. But yeah, so and we also have anytime. We got Gibbs and Reed for anytime touchdown in
Yeah. So
Motown.
my pick was Jaden Reed. Listen, both of these teams have horrendous pass defense. This is going to be a shootout, in my opinion. I believe this is going
Interesting.
to be a shootout. I don't. Yes, they're going to try to establish the run. I don't think it's going to work. The Packers are 8th against the run, and the Detroit is 5th against the run. They have very strong defenses, run defense. And
Interesting.
Detroit is 26 overall versus the pass.
Mhm.
And I have my notes. Fuck, man.
Listen,
Anyways,
I don't have the notes today, and I don't have the numbers, but I, on the other hand, feel like this is going to be I don't want to say a low scoring game, but I think this is going to be a fought out game. This is going to be like a boxing match between two heavyweights where they're just figuring each other out for the first couple rounds. That's why I feel like the Lions are going to run the ball. I pick Gibbs as an anytime touchdown. Again, I just feel like this is going to be one of those games where it's going to be close all the way into the half, and then maybe there's some switches, some adjustments that are done after the half, where maybe that game does get blown open by one of the other teams. But I feel like it's still going to be close going into half.
I'm gonna give
I
you. Mhm.
I wouldn't be surprised if you were going into the half 10-13, whoever you want to pick on which side.
I don't
I
want to see.
wouldn't be
I
surprised.
don't see that. I don't want to see that. I
Well,
don't
I
want
mean,
to see.
listen, man,
Listen, this
I'm
game.
just
I'm gonna
going
give you. I'm
based
gonna give you
upon
a
my
score
experience
prediction.
with these guys.
I'm gonna
What's
give
up?
you a score. I'm gonna give you a score prediction right here.
All right, what's the score
Either
prediction?
way, either way, I don't know how this game. I don't know who wins it. I don't know who. I don't know. Either way, the score is gonna be 27-23. That's the final score.
Okay, I could
I
see
don't.
that. I could see that.
I don't
Again,
know if it's
I'm not
Packers. I don't
debating
know
with
if it's.
you.
I don't know.
I'm not discrediting you. Like I said, I just feel like the first half is gonna be one of those fought off games because these guys are gonna be
Yeah,
figuring each other out. They're gonna be adjusting. Again, I think the high scoring or whatever may happen may come in the second half. That's just my
could
thoughts.
be.
But
Could be. No, that makes sense. And then 27-23 puts us at 50 points exactly, which would be the under for the total that Vegas has provided. But remember, we put it down to 40. Well, we haven't given you the ticket yet, but we're going to put it down. Let's put it on the board. We're going to put it down to 47 and a half. We're going to bring it down. So we're going to go over 47 and a half. That's my final prediction.
so we got 47 and a half. We got Love 225 plus yards, Goff 225 plus yards. We have St. Brown plus.
So we're saying so he Rick, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
But we're saying this kind of might be high scoring, 225 each quarterback. Receivers get some catches. Could that still be a low scoring game in the first half? Or you did say it can turn up in the second half
Yeah, I think it might
after
turn up.
everything is
I
settled.
think it's going to turn up in the second half. I mean, that's just my thought process. Is playing these two teams twice a year. I think these teams know each other very well. They're just it's like when you guys play the Patriots, when you guys play the Bills, it's you guys know each other very well, and I think these teams know each other very well, and it's just going to take whoever's going to adjust better to be able to make that breakout where they're going to be able to separate themselves from the other team. That's just what I think.
No facts. Yeah. So before I cut Rig off, I'm sorry, bro. We had St. Brown over 49 and a half, Reed over 24 and a half, which that's very low in my opinion for Reed. I think he can get over 50 because last time they played, he had over 100 and 110. I think he had a 113 to be exact. I just we just went a little low on that one for
We're trying to play
just
it safe. We're trying to
safety
play it safe.
reasons. Safety reasons. And Gibbs, my man's choice, and I'm taking Jaden Reed. So that's your seven leg banger. Don't go, guys. Don't go too heavy. This is a plus 1,200. This is a $20 ticket, $30 ticket, whatever. Listen,
This is
I don't.
making the game interesting, right? This is just
Yeah,
hey,
make
let's
it
make the
interesting.
game
Make it
interesting.
interesting.
Watch,
We
have a
go.
drink.
We usually go light on these games. Sunday or Sundays when we go a little heavier. And you get there on the Friday show. That's when we go a little heavier.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. But I think unless Jay the producer has any other thing else, ladies and gentlemen, I think we appreciate you guys for joining us today.
Hundred
Um,
percent, 100%.
hell of an episode. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for Jay's drops on TikTok and everywhere else. You'll get the tickets. And from the One Leg Loser podcast, we thank you guys. Like and subscribe. Your boy Bear Down Rick and your boy Jay the producer. We're out.
Yes, sir, sir. Please like and subscribe. Support your boy.
Bye.